What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Ramon James had his worst game ever as a Los Angeles Laker in a 109 to 105 loss to the Phoenix Suns. Last night, Ramon James shot only 3 of 14 from the floor, including just 3 of 6 from the line. He did have 5 rebounds and 8 assists, as he made sure that he stat padded to get in double figures with 11 points to extend his fraudulent double-digit scoring streak. I say fraudulent because it's not. It hasn't come in a natural flow of the game in an organic, natural way. He has definitely stat padded at times to make sure this streak continues. You may recall, I think it was 2021-22 season, I think it was, in a game where he injured he had a high ankle sprain. Remember that severe high ankle sprain? Remember that he made sure he stayed in the game to take an uncontested 3 before he checked himself out, because he stat pads. Plus minus negative 17. Horrid game. But right on cue, Ramon James made sure that he had an excuse that will soon be promulgated by the media and his rabid-ass fanboys. And that is that, oh, he's sick. You know, this is the guy that just proclaimed that he will, unless something happens, of course, he will try to play all 82 games. But this is the excuse from Ramon James.
How are you feeling?
I've been better. You can hear my voice.
When did this kind of start?
Friday.
How are you feeling?
I've been better. You can hear my voice.
When did this kind of start?
Friday.
How are you feeling?
I've been better. You can hear my voice.
When did this kind of start?
Friday.
How are you feeling?
I've been better. You can hear my voice.
When did this kind of start?
We see this all the time with this guy, man. Going back to the NBA. Well, actually, but way before that finals. That's just the most infamous moment that we can think of. But he's always had these excuses. It never ceases with Ramon James. Okay? He never takes accountability. He never acknowledges that he just had a bad game. He got to bounce back. All the greats have bad games. His ego will not allow him to just say, I have a bad game. And look, players play sick all the time. I mean, one of the most famous moments, of course, of Michael Jordan's career was him going out there in a flu game. The infamous flu, well, I shouldn't say infamous, the legendary flu game. I guess it's infamous for LeBron haters, or LeBron haters as far as those who hate Jordan. But he went out there battling probably more than likely the effects of alcohol consumption, excessive alcohol consumption, and food poisoning rather than flu. But he went out there and had one of his great all-time playoff performances, especially relative to the stage. You know what I'm saying? That's something that the Yankees right now wish that Aaron Judge would muscle up or muster up. But, it is what it is. That's what Aaron Judge does. He's a regular season phenom and a playoff absolute bust. But, yeah, the all-time greats, Bill Russell, Kobe Bryant, Jerry West, all of them. Kareem used to play with migraines. And he didn't go out there and, use an excuse in the post-game press conference. He went out there and he sucked up. He went out there and chose to play. If Ramon James is as sick as he says he is, well, why'd you play 36 minutes? That's just a convenient excuse. If he went out there and somehow, shot 12 for 14 and scored 35 points, he wouldn't have mentioned that he was sick. That's just a convenient excuse. The guy just cannot take responsibility. With great power comes responsibility. Ain't that what Peter Parker's uncle told him? Ain't this what Uncle Ben said? Well, it's true to that. There's truth to that. Look, I don't like the fact that this guy, he never takes accountability. And this goes all the way back to when he played for the Cleveland Cavaliers the first time, when he was held accountable. He couldn't stand it. When BSPN, which used to be ESPN, held him accountable before they became consumed by the media and the NBA to promote BS, clutch sports narratives. When he was actually held accountable, he couldn't stand it. He wilted. Okay, it got in his head. So that's why he's put it out there now that he's not going to accept responsibility for nothing. He's going to take all the credit and build up this fake, this fake image of this ultimate winner, when in reality, much of his accomplishments have come through stat padding. It's come through the help, as all great players, of other great players. But this guy, with his selfishness, he can't seem to get out. He can't seem to give other players their props. Look, we're the only ones really giving AD his real props. I mean, this guy should be. Maybe I'm missing something because I don't watch BSPN and fake sports as much as I used to. Maybe they are talking about him in his capacity, and if they are, I'm wrong. But I don't get the impression that they're talking about AD as the MVP of the NBA, because right now he is the MVP of the NBA. Even with that loss, he had 29 points and what was it, like 15 rebounds? Let's look at AD's stats. Let me see if I can pull it up. I might have moved off the page. I have. But I think he had like 29 points and 15 rebounds, just 1 point shy of 30. And if Ramon James hadn't tried to stat pad at the end to get his bullshit numbers, which is still piss poor, AD probably would have had his fourth consecutive 30-point game. Let's tell the truth, though, all right? Let's tell the goddamn truth. The truth is this man can't play back-to-backs anymore, okay? You know why? Because he's old. He's damn near 40 years old, and he can't play back-to-backs. That's what the truth is. That's why I have so much respect for the players of the past. That's why the players of the past would absolutely make these guys eat their goddamn lunch. They're moldy, 1 week old, crusty ass, goddamn dried out ham sandwich. They'll make them eat it. Because, look, guys like Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, these guys are playing 42 minutes a game, 45 minutes a game, in a more condensed schedule. Their seasons were starting in like November, like mid-November, and ending in early March. And they're playing 80, 82 games, right? People say there was fewer teams, but if you use your goddamn brain, you would realize that it also means that they were playing the best players more often. Instead of playing a marquee player 2 times a year, well, let's be honest, in this load management era, 1 time a year, they were playing the conference rivals, their Eastern Conference rivals or Western Conference rivals. They're playing them like 12 to 16 times a year. I would say more like 8 to 10 times a year. But they was playing their conference rivals 16 to 20 times a year. So you're playing the best. You're playing the creme de la creme on a nightly basis. Imagine the NBA if you only had 10 teams. Well, every goddamn team will have a superstar on it. It means they're playing against them every night. Then you have to bring your game. You can't have these goddamn stat padding, relatively easy nights when you're going up against bad teams. You're playing a championship caliber team, or at least playing against a superstar every night. But yeah, that's the thing, and they also had more back-to-backs back then. They was playing 25 to 35 back-to-backs during that time period. One of those years, I remember doing a video, I think it was the 62 Warriors, or it was either the 62 Celtics or the 62 Warriors. They had 39 back-to-backs. 39 back-to-backs. And then sometimes they were playing 3 games, even 4 games in a row. Can you imagine that? Man, this guy literally would retire midway through the third over 3 games in a row, back-to-back-to-back. He would retire. They would forfeit the game. So no, this guy ain't no damn king to me. All these amenities these guys get, all these perks, you know what I'm saying? All the beneficial cause, and these guys still got to come up with excuses. You ain't no damn king. Just admit, bro, you had a bad game. That's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.